And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we want to welcome you all to the Hello LLC. We hope you all are having an amazing Tuesday as we start this Hello live, right? From our Hello Helpful Wednesday, Helpful Tuesdays with our How To Tuesdays. Today we're having an amazing conversation on socialize and monetize 20 ways to leverage the metaverse from your phone. And that's really the conversation we're going to be talking about today is how you can leverage this metaverse. And a lot of the times what happens is people don't know what the metaverse is, and people are unaware what the metaverse is. And although we talk about this topic 99% of the time, we understand that sometimes it's going to take that 100th time for you to understand the facts over a lot of people's opinions and feelings of what this metaverse is, especially right now as it's being showcased as just games. It's being showcased as just fun, where we have to look at that. They thought the same thing about Facebook. They thought the same thing about Instagram. They thought the same thing about TikTok, that it was just fun and games. And then all of a sudden, people were able to monetize. People are able to literally live off of utilizing, social media. And as we continue to share with people that this social media is in the web 2, and that we're moving to this web 3, to where even those of you that are watching social media and consuming social media, you're starting to see a trend of people showing up playing games, being in an avatar, really being in a completely different experience, just as these rooms are different experiences for us to be able to create at the speed of thought, and for us to really be able to see how we can transition these things. And so we're going to be having an amazing conversation today. We have Tara with us as always, showcasing, our Hello Plaza in the metaverse that you guys can join from your cell phone, from your laptop, from your iPad, from your actual VR headsets if you have that. And once again, you can literally press the button, right? In our link in our bio, go to thehellollc.io, and you can see this completely different 3D immersive experience that you can join from your cell phone. So instead of talking about it, instead of hearing other people, share with you what their thoughts are about the metaverse and what they think it won't do and what they think it will do, you need to come find out for yourself. Because I'm more than certain, if you had jumped onto the internet when the internet first came on, you would be able to sit there and say, I'm not sure, but I can see a possibility for this, that, and the other. And this is what we share with people, is that right now implementing and diving into the metaverse, aka the internet, right? You can be able to learn other things that can be created, or other things that are needed in this metaverse world, which essentially is what we're doing, is by sharing with people how they can pivot their 2D business, that crusty dusty website, right? That crusty dusty systems or non-systems that they have, into an actual system, and pivot you into this 3D immersive experience. And so that's what we're going to be having a conversation on today. But before we continue this, Tar, what are your thoughts on today's topic and subject?
Really just at the end of the day, welcome on in, everybody. It's great to be here with you. And, happy Tuesday wherever you're at. So, how to monetize the metaverse, and why do you even want to pay attention to the metaverse is the topic of our conversation. And essentially, guys, it comes down to us just sharing knowledge about what we've learned over the past 3 years in the metaverse, being able to build our business, being able to showcase our business, and helping others do the same. And so that's what today's conversation is being able to do. Yes, is it something that might be slightly outside of your box? Might be right now. Is it needed? Absolutely. Why is that needed? Because the simple fact is that we're making a transition into Web 3. From Web 2, we're kind of like, leaving Web 2. We got the door almost closed, and we're, coming in and opening up the Web 3 door, walking across the threshold. We are here. Web 3 is here. And what's going to happen is Web 2 is going to evolve into Web 3. And so when we talk about things like metaverse or AI or robotics or fintech or anything within the Web3 space, it really comes down to understanding that this is inevitable. We will ultimately have a where we reside. And what I mean reside is where, how everything we do is online now through our phones, our laptops. laptops. Like, you can, most everybody can work remotely now. Probably 90-95% of jobs can be done remotely. Obviously there's some that have to be in pocket, but my point being is the evolution that's happened just because out of necessity. That will be the same thing that will happen in Web3 is the evolution that just happens, and it's because of necessity. Always solving the next problem that's coming down the pipeline. And so today, when we talk about metaverse, it is for you guys to understand that we're ultimately going to be there. And we're giving you tips and tricks and strategies now to get it done now, to where you already have your claim staked. You already have staked your claim. You've already got your foundation set up. You're already rocking and rolling, and you're not getting it when the masses are. And when the masses are getting it, that's when you might be a little late to the party, and that's meaning the prices or how you do it or what you do, might be limited or might be governed or whatever it is. It changes, right? First, the early bird always gets the worm. And so today's conversation is going to be super impactful. David's going to share a bunch of facts and figures with you, and as well as 20 different ways. And we have an amazing thing to give to you guys as well. That I will make sure. So with that said, I will pass the mic back to Mr. Jones, and off we go.
And so, one of the key things that we want to make sure that you guys understand is, when we talk about socialize and monetize, we are now getting to the stage to where literally you can do the things and have fun and be able to monetize, because that's kind of where we've gotten in our society, that people are tired of the mundane blah 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 blah, where we need to be entertained, we need to be enthusiastic. And this is where gamification, right, comes into your business, and being able to leverage your business in making it fun, in making it why people want to come and visit your business, right? Especially now that we're having the opportunity to have a global presence. Back 10 years, 5 years ago, we would, even today, people are going to line up for the Super Bowl and be watching the commercials. And all of us as entrepreneurs, I know I did when we started our business 8 years ago, man, how amazing would it be if my business was to be able to have this Super Bowl commercial and people would get all this recognition, and see my business. And I share with people, you have that ability to do it now. What's stopping you? This morning, I did a live this morning, and I said, let me ask you guys a question. What's stopping you achieving the goals and the dreams and the things that you want? It's you that is stopping you. And it's also us allowing jealous people to chip away at us and tell us, or we even come up with these ideas of what people are saying, and we really mind screw ourselves to be, just politically correct. But you get the other word that I want to put in there. Come to our Getting Naked, podcast, and I'll definitely be dropping that, but I'm gonna keep it kosher today. But definitely we mind screw ourselves at the end of the day of why not? Why can't your business be known for what you do? And a lot of the times we talk about, finding your passion and creating profit on it, because we did a masterclass on it, something that I shared this morning. Instead of trying to find, your passion, start creating your passion. Find something that you're not good at, that you want to be good at, and keep getting good at the shit. A lot of the times we think that our passion comes from something that we're already good at. Yes, it starts there, but being committed and being consistent with that certain thing, that is where passion lies. And right now, we all can turn our passion into profits by just doing it. And that's why we share with you guys, press the button. No, none of these buttons that you have with your social media right now is a nuclear code. None of these buttons that you're pressing is going to blow up Bin Laden or blow up, Putin, or blow up anybody that you don't like. It's definitely not going to blow up your mother-in-law or your father-in-law. So just press the button. And there's this great new button that's out there that you might not have heard about. And it's called the delete button, that you can delete all of these things that you might have an issue with. And that's why we share with you guys to really be able to understand that it's you getting in your way of the things that you want in life. And so, really, before we even talk about this metaverse and we explain to you what it is, it's going to be you that needs to get out of your own way of accepting these new technologies and the way things are positioning themselves to where it's here, folks. It's not, oh, David and Tara or the Hello LLC is just saying this stuff to get us to come and, get into the metaverse with them and their Hello Plaza storefront. No, we're sharing this with you because it's here. And if you aren't catching up, you're going to be left behind. Because as I continue to remind you guys, if you got a bigger R&D research team than Nike, than Gucci, than Johnson and Johnson, than Allstate, than some of these NFL, some of the NBA literally just announced, or this year they put 51 games in the metaverse, then I'm lost on this. And so I want you all to understand that when we talk about metaverse, this Web3, okay, is where we're going to extend from this Web 2. So Web 2 right now, imagine that we all are kids again and we're going to the park. And Web 2 is when you show up to this damn park, it already has the swing set. It already has the jumping, the jumping swings. It already has, forgot all the names of these damn jumping things, the playground, right? The playground is set in stone. It's there. You're not changing anything. That's Web 2. AKA Facebook, Instagram. When you show up on the internet, those things are there, right? Just like Google, just like Amazon, those things are there. There's no changing about it. Web 3 is where now we go to the park and we get to design what that actual playground looks like, where there's going to be a whole bunch of tools, a whole bunch of things over here that you can create at the speed of thought. And now you can create what you like. And then you can have other people come join, which is why now it's so important for you all to be building your own community. If you're not paying attention, we're already spread thin already on all these social media applications now. There's LinkedIn, there's TikTok, there's Twitter, there's X, right? There's Twitch, there's YouTube. We're everywhere right now. And where everybody is that they're building their community, which is why you should be building your community. And this is where Metaverse comes into play, where instead of you hosting these rooms like we're hosting now, like we're on Clubhouse, we're on LinkedIn, we're audio, we're on, Clapper right now, Chatter right now, Chatter, we're on Chatter right now, right? And so this is where we continue to share with you guys, you got to be able to expand. What the metaverse allows us to do, the metaverse allows us to literally be able to say, people, hey, come into our immersive world and check out our environment, where you all right now can literally go to that link up at the top and click the Hello LLC and hit that big old button that says Hello Plaza. And then you literally download an app, just like you downloaded Clubhouse, just like you downloaded LinkedIn, just like you downloaded Chatter, just like you downloaded Instagram and all these other apps. It's a free app. You download it, come back, download and hit the button again, and you ain't got to put in your email address. You ain't got to do none of that stuff. Boom. It drops you straight into our Hello Plaza, where you can see that we have our YouTube playing. You can see where you can drive golf carts. You can see where your Zoom is outdated. If you're using Zoom alone in any business, this is definitely something that you have to be able to implement into your business, because guess what? I talk facts, not feelings. There's a 50% increase in engagement you using Metaverse over Zoom. Okay, that's not David saying that. So this is where we're sharing with you guys all. And even more importantly, if you guys go to our Biz in a Box, you can actually get a free guide that we have of 20 ways to leverage the metaverse, right? And this room is literally about from your phone, but we have a free guide that I'm going to go over today as well, that you guys can talk about and ask questions on as well. But, I hope anybody and everybody understands the difference between Web 2 to Web 3 and the importance. And even more, I'm going to give you guys 10 facts. I read this off this morning in my live, okay? The global reach of Metaverse will be 25% of people will spend 1 hour a day by 2026. That's a Gartner report. By 2030, the metaverse will be worth $1.5 trillion. Customer engagement will increase by 70% utilizing metaverse technology. That's Accenture sharing that. Customer loyalty will increase by 60% and repeat visits. Right now, we are all fighting for 30 seconds at max on our social media. The average time that people spend in the metaverse is 9 minutes. So just imagine somebody having 9 minutes of checking out your books, your classes, your webinars, everything you have to offer in 9 minutes. That's a lot of time, right? Your employee engagement will increase by 50%, and satisfaction. That's a Gallup actual study. If you're in retail sales, 20 to 30% increase in sales. That's a JP Morgan fact by utilizing metaverse. Entrepreneur, or should I say enterprises, training efficiency will improve by 75%. Okay. Remote collaboration will increase by 30%. That's a study by Microsoft. Cost reduction, right? Decrease in product development will decrease by 50%. That's a McKinsey and Company stat. Time to market, 30% faster in product development. That's by Accenture, where BMW, Ford, a lot of these automobile companies are now designing their cars in metaverse and testing them out in metaverse as well. Cost travel, okay, will decrease by 35 to 40%. That's an actual stat by Forbes. And so once again, these aren't, we just talking out of our asses. This is literally facts that you all should be paying attention if you're forward-thinking entrepreneurs and not trying to be the next blockbuster by just sitting around saying, oh, fuck that technology. I'm not going to worry about that technology. It's good. Don't worry about it. And then it shows up and it's like, oh, shit, what do I do now? And so, that's really where we want to start. But I see we have Miss Deanna. Hopefully I'm saying your name right. Mike, Charles, welcome in the building. All of our people on X, all of our people on Twitch, on our actual YouTube channel, and our Facebook. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Miss Deanna, do you have anything you want to share or tap in? Let's go. Talk to us.
I just clicked on the room because I saw it, and I'm into monetizing my passion. I have a weird kind of niche. I make majorette uniforms for dance teams across the country. And it just started out as me making teams for my own dance team because I'm a dance teacher, but it grew into me making uniforms for other people. I just now started offering virtual lessons to people that want to learn how to make them, as well as I have a few ebooks that I sell to customers and clients. I also have been able to capitalize on helping new teams with creating their own paperwork, like terms of agreement, registration forms, competition packets and stuff like that, and I sell them online, and they can also pay to have them customized. So I've been trying to see as many ways that I can expand on this one thing, because I used to think that having 7 streams of income meant doing 7 different things, but now I'm learning that my streams of income should come from one specific place. So I thought this was very interesting when you were talking about the metaverse. Very interested in that, especially with the virtual storefront. And I do have a question. Would that be the same as on Amazon when you try to purchase furniture and stuff, and it allows you to place it in your room? Is that kind of the same thing?
That's a great question. So what this literally does is, prime example, I'm pretty sure you have a website. What are you using right now to showcase your products and services right now?
Square.
Okay. And so with Square right now, people are just looking at just the flat 2D, images that you have to offer.
Right.
Whereas in a 3D immersive environment, in the Hello Plaza, for example, you would now be able to showcase that in a completely different way. Prime example, Miss Roberta Pacino, Al Pacino's sister, she's able to literally showcase her art gallery in the metaverse, so people can literally come and look at her digital art in metaverse. She's also now able to host her podcast in the metaverse, where instead of sending people to Spotify to listen to her actual, podcast, people can literally come into the metaverse and listen to her podcast and view her gallery and check out her Etsy store and check out her fine wall art and be able to experience it in a completely different way. So what this does is this takes you from the flat 2D immersive experience and really is able to elevate yourself. And instead of you telling people, hey, go to my square, you now can tell people, hey, go to my biz in a box, check out my QR code, and then boom, you can go straight into the metaverse. And so this definitely sets yourself apart and it separates you from the competition. And especially what you mentioned, what you just mentioned, it's crazy. World works in a funny way. Our Hello Pivot live guest this week is Miss Carla Hooker, and she is huge into dancing, into helping out women with the passion, the pageants and things of that sort. So that's a great connection right there that I should probably connect you guys with. If I heard you correct, you actually make those outfits and things of that sort. And we were just talking about that in her conversation of the day. So, this is and a prime example with the metaverse and the tell people, hey, go to my storefront. And people are not only going to see her storefront, but they're then going to also see Set Yourself Free. They're then also going to see, Miss Astonishing Pearls. They're then also going to see, Chef Andy's. They're going to see so many multiple other businesses to where now we get back to the older concept, but the good concept, the goodie but the oldie concept, where now everybody gets to eat and we're all collaborating together. And so from the seat of your pants, and especially with 70% of the consumers want this 3D immersive experience. And so this is really what sets this apart. And hopefully this answers your question. I'd be more than happy to give you a demo as well. Book an appointment with me and I'll give you a live demo of how this could really work for you, especially when you talk about, doing dance classes in a virtual reality other than just Zoom, right? That Zoom is going to get old and outdated and boring real quick, real easy. And then, you got to worry about the recording space and all of that. So definitely, I'd love to be able to share with you more. But any other questions you have, talk to us.
Oh, not at this time. I'm listening for now.
Awesome. Tara, do you have anything you want to share? I'm going to put the link in the chat as well where you can book that appointment if you'd like.
Absolutely. Well, first of all, thank you, Deanna, for jumping up here and asking that question, because that question, everybody else, has the same question in some shape, form, or fashion. I always get that tongue tied. So thank you so much. But this topic, the topic of conversation, of today of being able to monetize, I think the biggest thing that, I share, and again, this is like sharing with someone who has listened to a radio all their life and never experienced TV, and then all of a sudden TV shows up, and it's like, yeah, it's TV with a visual, like the picture with it, and they're like, huh? And then when they see it, it's like, I got it. So it's kind of a, more, it's easier to convey through seeing it than actually us sharing about it. But what I want to share. Sorry.
That was lightning.
There's thunder and lightning storm headed through right now. And if you guys didn't hear that, that was right over the top of us. So it's right here. It kind of scared me a little bit. Anywho, so what I was going to share was when we first discovered Metaverse, it was because we were in a clubhouse room. We were hosting our own room, actually. And Chocolate Storm, I don't know for anybody in here that knows Chocolate Storm. She's an OG on this platform that I haven't seen her around for a while. But anyways, she jumped into our room and she was like, oh my God, are you guys in Metaverse? We're like, huh? No, what are you talking about? Like, not at all. And she's like, you got to check out Metaverse. She's like, you guys need to have your business in Metaverse. And we're like, what are you even talking about? She's like, well, do you even have your VR headsets? And we're like, no, we definitely don't have our VR headsets. And she's like, well, that would be the first thing you have to get. And back then, that was really the only way to get into where the world that she was talking about. And so there are worlds, obviously, and metaverses that you can get in via your cell phone through an application, just like you're listening to us right now, or your laptop or your headsets, just like the world that we are in currently. My point being is that when we got in there and finally, she twisted our arm and we finally got our headsets and got in there, David and I's draws dropped instantly. And it was because we realized how much we can do for our business inside the metaverse. And like, Deanna was sharing when she was here, it came down to the simple fact that when you got in there, you understood how it was another pond, another pool to advertise and share your business. As we have Clubhouse, we have LinkedIn, we have Facebook, we have Instagram, we have Twitch, we have X Spaces, we have YouTube, we have TikTok, we have all of these different venues and avenues. And it comes down to the simple fact that Metaverse is just another pool and pond that you can share what you do with other people, as well as offer services or goods. And there is a customer basis there that will purchase and buy and be a part of that. So it's very similar to what Deanna was asking about. Is it like a kind of a Amazon storefront? Very much so, except this isn't a virtual ability to feel, touch, and see things, even through your phone and your laptop. Even though those are 2D technology equipments, it still gives you a virtual experience. The immersive is when you put the headset on and you have the VR headset. And so some people think, well, I don't have the headset, so I can't experience it. And that's completely inaccurate. It just expands your experience. It's kind of and you experience it through a different manner of like virtual reality, and you're immersive in it, and it feels like it, and you're going through the ride. Now all of a sudden it gives it another level up to the experience. And so that's just the difference. So that's what I would add. And then David's going to jump here. Mind you, as a reminder, if you go to thehellollc.io, which is the link above our heads or in our bio, you guys can jump right into our metaverse and get the free guide to how to monetize your business in metaverse. So that is available. We got free goodies for you and an experience for you to come check out. No strings attached. Mr. Jones, back to you.
Yeah. And so, one of the things that we definitely like to do is we like to implement, a little bit of AI into our conversation. And so what we're going to do, we're going to have a conversation with ChatGPT Omni, and we're going to ask, her some questions on Metaverse and the benefits that it has, to businesses. And so if you guys have anything that you want to ask, please do not hesitate. Come on up here and answer. Hopefully this power does not go out on us with this thunderstorm rolling on top of us. So if we leave, we'll see you tomorrow for our Wisdom Wednesday. Cryptocurrency adoption. Will traditional money become obsolete in the next 3 years? And that's going to be our conversation tomorrow, that we want you guys to really come and join us as we continue to push the envelope on new things and things that you should be aware of, whether you believe in them or not. There are people right now that sat there and said, oh, I don't believe in Bitcoin. I don't believe in this cryptocurrency. I have no clue about what it is. I had this lady the other day, when I sent her an invite to one of the rooms that we were doing, she's like, I don't want to lose another friend because you're talking about crypto and you're trying to get me to invest in crypto. I'm like, no, this is just a room on us talking about it and the advancements of it, and how literally this Bitcoin became an ETF where JP Morgan, BlackRock, and your financial advisors are about to be calling you, if you haven't already got the email, to invest in Bitcoin. So those people that were talking all that smack beforehand are now eating crow. And it's about to get even more crow eaten as people continue to see how the dollar is being de-dollarized, and the shift is truly happening as these banks are already implementing this system behind the scenes, and they're not telling you. And so this is the conversations that Tara definitely dives deep into, to having these conversations. But let's get back to the main topic at hand, where we get with Miss Omni and ask her some questions on the metaverse. So here we go. How are you doing today, ma'am? How are you doing, Omni?
Hey, I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. How about you?
Awesome. You changed your voice to a dude.
That's cool. Sometimes a change of pace is nice. What's on your mind today?
So, if you could share with the people today, what is the benefits of Metaverse to an entrepreneur? Let's say a screenwriter, let's say an author, let's say B2B business. What are some of the benefits for people to transition into Metaverse? Give me a list of 5.
Sure thing. Here are 5 benefits of the metaverse for different types of entrepreneurs. 1. Screenwriters and authors. Immersive storytelling. The metaverse allows you to create interactive 3D experiences that bring your stories to life, engaging your audience in entirely new ways, new revenue streams. You can sell digital assets like virtual books or tickets to virtual story worlds, providing new income sources beyond traditional media. 2. B2B businesses. Enhanced networking. The metaverse offers virtual spaces for networking and collaboration, making it easier to connect with clients and partners worldwide. Cost-effective training. Use immersive environments for employee training and client demonstrations, which can be more engaging and cost-effective than traditional methods. 3. All entrepreneurs. Global reach. The metaverse breaks down geographical barriers, allowing you to reach a global audience and expand your market presence without physical limitations. These benefits can give any entrepreneur a competitive edge in the evolving digital landscape.
Awesome. I love that. And so, what would you share with someone that doesn't believe in the metaverse? What would be the top 3 facts or stats that you would share with them to sway their decision to highly consider the metaverse? What would you share?
Here are 3 compelling points to consider for someone skeptical about the metaverse. 1. Rapid growth. By 2026, it's predicted that 1 in 4 people will spend at least 1 hour a day in the metaverse, showing a significant shift in how we engage with digital spaces. Gartner. 2. Economic potential. The metaverse market is expected to be worth $1.5 trillion by 2030, highlighting its massive economic impact and opportunity for investment. PwC. 3. Business benefits. Companies using metaverse technology have seen a 70% increase in customer engagement and significant boosts in brand visibility and employee satisfaction. Accenture, Statista, Gallup. These facts show how the metaverse is rapidly becoming a central part of our digital future.
Awesome. I love it. Thank you. You got any questions?
I would just ask, what are the top 10 ways that you can utilize Metaverse to monetize your business or get your business out there for others to discover?
Absolutely. Here are 10 ways to use the metaverse to monetize and promote your business. 1. Virtual stores. Create a virtual storefront to sell products directly within the metaverse, offering customers an immersive shopping experience. 2. Digital real estate. Buy, sell, or rent virtual property for events, stores, or advertisements, capitalizing on the demand for prime digital spaces. 3. Virtual events. Host concerts, conferences, or product launches in the metaverse to attract global audiences and generate revenue through ticket sales and sponsorships. 4. Advertising. Place ads in high-traffic virtual areas or sponsor popular virtual events to boost brand visibility and reach a broader audience. 5. NFTs, non-fungible tokens. Sell unique digital assets or collectibles as NFTs, creating a new revenue stream and engaging your customers in innovative ways. 6. Brand partnerships. Collaborate with other brands in the metaverse for co-branded experiences or products, expanding your reach and customer base. 7. Virtual services. Offer services like virtual consultations, tours, or training sessions, which can be monetized and provide added value to your clients. 8. Subscription models. Implement subscription-based access to exclusive virtual content or experiences, creating a steady revenue stream. 9. Virtual influencers. Partner with virtual influencers to promote your products or services in a more relatable and engaging manner within the metaverse. 10. Gamification. Integrate gaming elements into your virtual presence to attract and retain customers, encouraging them to interact more with your brand. These strategies can help you leverage the metaverse to grow and monetize your business effectively.
I love it. Those are amazing answers that you gave us. And so, what would be the easiest way for an author to, or scratch that? Let me ask another question. What would be the downfall of Metaverse that you can see right now?
One significant challenge with the Metaverse is accessibility and inclusion. High-quality Metaverse experiences often require advanced technology like VR headsets or powerful computers, which can be expensive and limit access for many people. Additionally, creating and maintaining engaging virtual environments can be resource-intensive for businesses. Another potential issue is privacy and security. As the Metaverse grows, there will be increasing concerns about data privacy, cyber threats, and the safe management of digital identities and transactions. Lastly, there's the risk of digital fatigue. With people spending more time online, the demand for immersive virtual experiences might clash with the growing need for real-world interaction and balance. Addressing these challenges will be crucial for the sustainable development of the Metaverse.
Absolutely. And so, guys, I mean, that's just a little take on some of the things that, we have questions with Metaverse. And the crazy thing about it is that I shared some of those facts from the very beginning of, what the Metaverse, the facts of it was, and how important it is for entrepreneurs to be able to showcase their business in the Metaverse, let alone being able to share with people, hey, instead of going to my website, go to my Metaverse storefront. And this is where we share, like with Miss Rhea, Miss Lakshmi, our Biz in a Box clients right now, they're literally being able to see the benefits of, utilizing just the technology that we have just in 2D, to where a lot of the times people are like, when we say Metaverse, the first thing is, well, I don't know how to do it. I don't know what that is. I'm not good at technology. And then we throw it to the wayside because we're not good at it, when that's not the mindset that you should be having, right? Hey, how can I get into there? Who knows how to get into there? And how can I start? And this is where we share with people, we have a done for you system where you don't have to know what buttons to press, what to do here, what to do there. How do I do that? Allow us to be able to show you or teach you how you can make that pivot and transition, just as, we have done with Miss Rhea and Miss Lakshmi. So you ladies have anything you want to share?
Before we do that,
go
I
ahead.
just wanted to address, hey, Mike, thank you so much for being here. We understand you can't jump up here because you are on the floor and can't talk, so we got it. But that app was ChatGPT, the 4.0, the 4 Omni. So the latest upgrade that it has, and that is in the free version. That is not a part of the paid. So that is ChatGPT, the 4.0. O stands for Omni. So hopefully that's clear for you. But thanks for the support, the love, and thanks for being here. And we do not mind if you hang out in the listing lounge and chat it up in the chat channel. We'll be sure to check that, so that way we don't miss anything if you have questions. But outside of that, ladies, Miss Lakshmi, Miss Rhea, how are you, ladies? Do you guys want to add anything to this conversation? Do you want to ask questions? Do you want to introduce yourself and say who you are and how we can support you? What's up?
Hi, everybody. Thank you for, as always, being here, being consistent and sharing all of this information and knowledge. So for myself, I'm just saying that, it's challenges at times that you may have, but you just have to keep going forward. Don't give up. And I know this is the year to make these choices and to make these pivots. And I'm so thankful for you all being here and sharing the information and bringing something. I mean, to me, if I come in here, if I'm available, I'm always going to get value beyond anything that I can anticipate, beyond anything that I would even think that I would be able to have access to. So I'm full of gratitude for meeting you all and for you all being on Clubhouse and Instagram. I see you both, you're on both right now. I'm trying the same thing. So you really do inspire me to keep pushing forward. And I'll just say to anybody, regardless of what's going on, it's when you're determined and you're diligent, you're focused, no matter what comes up, definitely move forward. And this is a team. They are serious about it. They're on this. They're on top of it. And I'm just really full of gratitude for you all. And thank you for sharing the knowledge.
Thank you, Miss Lakshmi. Thanks for being here. We totally thank you for the love and the support. And at the end of the day, nobody's trying, they're doing, because at the end of the day, if you're trying, you'd still be sitting at home spinning your wheels, or like stuck in the mud, as they say. So, we love you. We appreciate the support. And yeah, it just is the showing up day in, day out and sharing what we are up to. And especially the excitement that we have for businesses to understand how to make that pivot into all things Web3. And today we're just drilling down on the metaverse side and showcasing what we're doing, how we're doing it, and really being able to, share knowledge, value, and inspiration with others. So that way you guys take the action step to get there, because again, it's going to be inevitable. Everybody's going to be here. Everybody and their mama's going to be here. And it's how do you get in early adopters? First to market means more money for you. So that's what the goal of this is. Miss Rhea, are you there? Do you want to jump in on this? Are you in listening mode?
Yeah, good evening, family. How's everybody doing?
We're amazing. Thanks for being here.
Oh, awesome. Thank you. Thank you for having me. Well, I came in late, so I'm a little lost. I didn't get all the everything, but from what I've seen with the topic and what I got into when the chat PT was talking, it's definitely what I need. Somebody like me who has a busy schedule and multitasking, something like that, I believe would be great to get me the exposure and get me out. And also appreciate you guys working with me and getting me out there every chance you get, because it does take a village to get things going. And I've been working on this project. I've been trying to get it off the ground, so that's been taking a little my time. But for the first time last week, I believe, I went in my shop. I bought me a T-shirt, so I got to see the quality of it and how it came out. So that was pretty neat.
I love it.
So that's something that I plan on wearing it, so people can see it too. I've been telling people about you guys and trying to send people to my app. So I had some business card made with the QR code, so that way when they scan it, they can get everything, because I realized that just talking to people is not enough. You have to give them something to look at where they can go into, and so far, I'm definitely been getting some traffic even on my business page. I'm getting some traffic on that. So with you guys helping everybody else, I'm grateful, and that we'll see what happens. But I'm excited to see how things gonna expose, even with my book. I'm talking to some people. I'm going to an event tomorrow evening, so I'm praying I'm gonna be passing more cards and talk more about metaverse and what I got going on here, and see how we can get some traffic to you guys' website as well. So thank you for having me, and I'm still learning. I still need you guys to hold my hand, and I appreciate you guys being so patient working with me. I really appreciate that. Thank you.
Absolutely, Miss Rand. We appreciate, you giving us the keys to your business and us being able to take, your old crusty dusty. I think you might have been using a link tree, if I'm not mistaken, or old fashioned website. But definitely, if you guys do not know about our Biz in a Box, which is our one app, one tap, this literally upgrades your business and allows you to showcase your business in an effective way. You have 7 seconds, they say, to gain people's attention, or that's how much attention span we have, but it's really shorter than that. And if you guys go to her rmservices.io, you'll literally see where we were able to create her Hello AI Motion Works. to where her storytelling has an avatar that has a short video that showcases who she is, what she does. She can use this for her podcast. She can use this to post out every week. She literally can utilize this as her calling card, especially when she talked about our business cards. A lot of us are still utilizing old traditional business cards. And when I ask people, when we have a conversation, hey, when you get people's business cards, do you put their information in your phone? The answer is no. Well, why do you expect other people to put your information in their phone? And just like Ms. Rhea said, people need more than that. And so she's able to literally slap out her phone and say, hey, here goes my QR code. Take a picture of this. It goes to her biz in a box. She's now able to ask them, hey, what are you most on? Are you on, Meta? Are you on Instagram? You on TikTok? You on LinkedIn? What are you on? Well, I'm on LinkedIn most. Boom. She gets to hit that button, follow herself from their phone to now it's not, oh, I'll go and follow you and they never follow you back, or you follow them, especially on LinkedIn, and people not being able to get to message you, or vice versa. The messages don't go through on Facebook or Instagram because you're not friends with them. And this is where we showcase to you guys that Socialize is monetizing. And a lot of the times what we're not realizing is that you have to give before you take, right? You want more attention, you have to give more attention. Which I know with our pivot members, I say this and I shout this till I can not shout it anymore. Start liking people's posts. Start commenting on people's posts. Start, sharing people's posts. You can press a damn button. And that's what I do for our clients, is that when I see you post something, I'm going to like it. I'm going to comment. I'm going to probably put your biz in a box in there for people to go and go learn more about you, because you might have forgot it up at the top. And so this is where a community, this is where collaboration comes into place. And this is something that we shared in our Getting Naked podcast, is that everybody talks about collaborating, but when it comes down to actually doing the collaboration part and doing the foundation to collaborate, they don't do it, and or that people don't know how. Because we've grown up in the society that you got to do for me before I do for you. Just like we're going to networking events. You would go to networking events and people would expect you to bring referrals, but they're not giving you any referrals, or there's a referral system that you have to give this amount, this, that, and the other, when it should just be just to give. If I know Billy Bob Joe does roofs and Billy Bob Sue is looking for somebody that does roofs, it would be behooving of me not to tell that Billy Bob Joe, I forgot these names now, right, does roofs. And so this is where we really have to open up the most expensive things that we share with you guys. The most expensive things in the world, 4 of them to be exact, is a closed mind, a closed mouth, a closed heart, and a closed hand. And a lot of the times that is where collaboration comes into place, that we're not opening up because we're living in this old toxic, environment and way of living of you do you, I'ma do me, and let's see who gets to the top. And that's why socializing now can become monetization, because collaboration is the new currency. And there's enough abundance out here for us all to win if we choose to come with love, and if we choose to come with grace instead of what you gonna do for me, or you didn't do this for me, or I expected this. And so this is where effective communication, this is where us getting rid of the old and literally bringing in the new is going to be able to set ourselves apart. And so we appreciate you guys joining us today and being a part of this amazing conversation. So please feel free to make sure that you guys ask any questions that you might have towards this, or anything that you have. Dave, I see you made it up here on stage. I don't know who got you up here, but pleased to have you up here. You have anything you want to add or comment on, Dave?
I'm just listening here. I just got in here. I think it's great information. I'm a now sort of musician moved to content creator, still bringing musical alchemy, but learning the content creator model, and picked a platform that works for what we do. And so I listen in on these kind of rooms because I get good information I take back to my social media people and stuff. So I appreciate it.
Awesome, Dave. So I'm glad you came up. So look, we're about to do a little a little chat GPT Omni with our chat bot and ask it questions of how it can actually help you. So here we go. Hey, chat GPT, how you doing today?
Hey, I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. How about you?
Doing amazing. So I got a question. So we have a musician that would like to know, and we would like to explore how the musician can utilize the metaverse and effectively showcase their music from composing and a producer. Can you give me 5 to 10 ideas of how a musician can utilize the metaverse?
Sure. Here are some exciting ways a musician can utilize the metaverse. 1. Virtual concerts. Host live or pre-recorded concerts in the metaverse, allowing fans worldwide to attend and enjoy the show in a fully immersive environment. 2. Interactive music experiences. Create interactive environments where fans can explore, play mini games, or experience your music in unique ways, like walking through a virtual world synced to your beats. 3. Virtual merchandise. Sell digital merchandise, such as virtual clothing, accessories, or limited edition NFTs related to your music, giving fans a way to support you and showcase their fandom. 4. Collaborative spaces. Set up virtual studios where you can collaborate with other musicians or producers in real time, no matter where they are in the world. 5. Fan meet and greets. Hold virtual meet and greet sessions or Q&A events in the metaverse, offering a more personal and engaging way to connect with your fans. 6. Music video premieres. Debut new music videos in a virtual theater or a unique setting within the metaverse, creating a buzz and offering an exclusive viewing experience. 7. Virtual album launch parties. Host album release parties with live performances, virtual DJ sets, or interactive elements that tie into the theme of your music. 8. Educational workshops. Conduct virtual workshops or masterclasses on music production, composition, or performance, sharing your skills and connecting with aspiring musicians. 9. Customizable avatars. Create avatars or virtual characters that represent you or your band, which can perform in the metaverse and engage with fans in a unique and memorable way. 10. Monetize through NFTs. Sell parts of your music, exclusive content, or virtual event tickets as NFTs, providing new ways for fans to own a piece of your artistry. These ideas can help musicians leverage the metaverse to reach new audiences and create innovative experiences for their fans.
Awesome. I love it. And so, with that being said, what are some current artists or musicians that are utilizing the metaverse right now?
Several artists are already diving into the metaverse. Here are a few notable ones. 1. Travis Scott. He held a groundbreaking virtual concert in Fortnite, drawing millions of viewers and setting a new standard for in-game events. 2. Ariana Grande. She also performed a virtual concert series in Fortnite called the Rift Tour, blending her music with stunning visual experiences. 3. Lil Nas X. He hosted a virtual concert on the Roblox platform, attracting a massive audience and offering interactive experiences tied to his music. 4. Marshmello. One of the first to explore this space, Marshmello performed a virtual set in Fortnite, which became hugely popular and opened the door for future virtual concerts. 5. Grimes. She has been active in the metaverse, releasing NFT art and music pieces and exploring various digital and interactive experiences with her fans. These artists are leveraging the metaverse to create immersive, engaging experiences that connect with their audiences in new and innovative ways.
Thank you. So, boom, Dave, that right there. Hopefully, that gave you a whole bunch of information. You want to ask?
It sure did. I've done a lot of it, and it's good to see it being mentioned here. So I took thorough notes. I will just say that I'm listening on my computer, and I sat here and I wrote down some thorough notes, and I'll go through. Obviously, I know what I have and haven't done, so that will just be stuff to discuss with the social media people. So this is great. I appreciate that.
Absolutely, Dave. Absolutely, brother. That's what this whole entire helpful how-tos is all about, is where we bring our community. We have other people join us from around the world, and you guys can come in and be part of the topic and have these conversations, and more importantly, ask questions. That's what we want people to do, is to ask questions, to open up. One of the most expensive things is their actual mouth, because by you asking that question, somebody else probably got an idea, or they probably want me to ask about their industry, which we have no problem doing. So you guys definitely put it in the chat or come off mic and ask us any questions that you have, because this is a topic that most people don't know about, that they should know about. And even more importantly, we have a lot of the times that people are sharing with you all, about what Metaverse is. Metaverse is not some gather room or some link to a website, just a basic website that has this blocks, pixels, and you get to sit in a room and you get to say that that's, your office space. That is not Metaverse. Okay. There was this young lady that shared with me that, oh yeah, I'm in Metaverse. And I asked her the name of it and she took me to it. I'm like, no, this is just a glorified Zoom. This is not Metaverse. Okay. And so be aware of who you listen to, right? And how you listen to them, because your first question to people should be is, okay, you know about Metaverse? What have you done? Have you actually put on the Oculus goggles? You have? Yes? Okay, perfect. How long did you spend in Metaverse? An hour, 2 hours? Did you just go play one game and then roll out? What did you actually do? No, oh, you didn't do any of that? Okay. Did you go and check to see about how you can be in Metaverse for your business? No, you didn't. And so these are questions that you have to really ask people about these things in any topic, especially, crypto, this fintech. Ask people these questions, because what you will find is that a lot of people are just sharing opinions and facts, or should I say, not even facts. They're sharing opinions and feelings of who they follow, of what their followers or who inspires them, telling them what they think and not knowing the true facts. And I share that because I can share this all day long. Grant Cardone was one of the people that actually got one of our biz in the boxes that was then called our Hello Briefcase. We were able to do his and Elena's. And in a clubhouse room not too long ago, I have this posted on my TikTok where I asked Grant, I said, hey, Grant, I said, brother, what do you know about Metaverse? Have you thought about bringing 10X into Metaverse? And if you want to, we can actually help you get into Metaverse. And Grant's response was, well, I don't know about Metaverse. And if they allow me to put in my existing real estate into the Metaverse without the SEC and these regulators, without you or I going to jail, then I would love to put my business into the Metaverse. And in his response right there, I knew he had no clue about what the Metaverse was or what it could do for his business. And he has tons of followers that follow him. And when he said that, I'm more than certain it turned off a lot of people not even knowing what the Metaverse was. And he was one of those. And I had to explain to him, actually, Grant, no, it's not that way, brother. You literally could take your 10X conference and put it in Metaverse. So instead of you being in these stadiums that have 100, 200,000, you could have that and have 1 million, 2, 3, 4 million, or like Travis Scott said, 43 million people show up to this event virtually and it not just be on Zoom. Let alone about 40% of your business is products and services or digital products. You now can be able to showcase those in Metaverse that people could go to other than your traditional website. And so there's multiple different things that a lot of people don't know about, but until you know about them, then it's like, oh, I didn't know. But now that you know, will you actually do it is the question. And a lot of the times, most people won't do it because it's the unknown and they're unaware, just like those of you that are parents or those of you that have another significant other, and that significant other says, hey, we should probably consider this. And you look at them and be like, whatever. And then your friend or their friend or another person says, hey, you should probably do this. And they're all over it. Like this is the first time they heard the shit. And you're looking at them like, what? I just told you this the other night. You didn't want to hear me. Now somebody else says it. Now you want to do it. Personal experience, parents, family, relationships, all of it. We all have those stories. That is what happens, is that we listen in one ear and we're talking in the other and not putting those two things together. And so this is why we continuously share this information with you guys, for you to understand that it's here and that this progression of Web3, this progression of the Metaverse is here. And these companies are doing it right now. And we want to be able to share this with you all of how you can make this pivot and you can make this transition, implementing our biz in a box, upgrading that link tree, right? Implementing our Hello Plaza storefront where you can tell people, hey, go to my Metaverse storefront from any device. And people are going to look at you and be like, I ain't got them headsets. I don't have no money for that. And you're going to look at them and say, hey, you can go in from your phone right now. You press these 4 buttons and you're in there experiencing something different. And you're going to want your business in there, just as Miss Lakshmi, just as Miss Rhea, just as Miss Denise, that we've went on tours and they're like, I'm getting this, right? And so this is where we're going. And speaking of Miss Denise, how you doing, ma'am? Hopefully all is well. Talk to us, introduce yourself if you're available. Oh, Miss Denise.
Listening mode.
She's in listening mode. She'll be back. She'll be like, what you want, boy? But anyhow, guys, that's what today's conversation is about. Does anybody else have anything they want to add? Miss Rhea, Miss Lakshmi, you ladies have anything? Dave?
Don't forget that we have our amazing guide that is 20 ways to monetize Metaverse. So if you go out to thehellollc.io, link above our head, I think it's the second item you get to when you scroll down. You will see that free guide. So go out there, get that, and utilize that. And again, come check out the Metaverse. You don't have to do it right now. You can do it when we get done here. But again, the same link above your head, thehellollc.io. You can go out there, scroll down. You'll see live events. You'll see weekly events. You just start clicking buttons and it'll drop you into Metaverse. And so we have a couple of different spaces. We have our Hello Plaza, which is where we have all our weekly events. We have our Getting Naked podcast room, which is our hot air balloon, which is where we host our Getting Naked podcast. That is everything real, raw, and authentic. And so at the end of the day, we also have our mall, and our mall has virtual storefronts of other clients and customers as well as ours. So you can go check out all the things that we're up to as well as other people and see how they're utilizing Metaverse to expand and share their business, and be able to co-collaborate with people that are, like existing traffic. So let's think about existing malls today that are almost obsolete at this moment. Not all of them, but they're on the verge of headed that direction for sure. Malls today, as you go in, and you might be going to Macy's or to Dillard's but you also want to go stop by and grab something to eat. And as you're walking, you see Aldo shoe store, so you have to stop there. And then you see, the chocolate covered strawberry store, and you got to stop there for some chocolate covered strawberries. You get the point. You don't just make one stop. And if you do just make one stop, you're seeing all of the other things that then allow your mind to start wandering and thinking and going, ooh, I want to go check that out. And so that's the beauty of Metaverse, is that you can create your own private spaces. You can create spaces that are for community. You can create spaces that are going to be able to host your services or your goods or even your art that you do, whether you're an artist, whether you're a musician, whether you're, into, speaking engagements, whatever it is, and being able to share that value and share that knowledge. Again, the biggest point of this conversation today is to understand that to monetize Metaverse is to push the button. That's what it means. Push the button and get in there and take action and be a part of it and find out how you want to monetize it. Because yes, there are cookie cutter ways, but there are also then, which the beauty of Metaverse is the customization to how you can customize experiences for your clients, customers, or fan base. And so it really comes down to just pushing the button and getting in there and taking action. And what happens is, last time I checked, you do not have the nuclear codes and you're not going to blow up anybody when you do push the button. So that's what I got to add, is push the button, take advantage of our Metaverse guide, go in and check out our Metaverses and allow them to inspire you. And if you want to book a free demo with us, you're more than welcome to do that. David's going to drop the link in the chat, and that'll allow you to book a free demo with us to jump in and showcase how you could showcase your business. And so that is the beauty of being able to share value like this is then inspiring you guys. And that's the goal of this conversation, is to leave you impacted with value, knowledge, and inspiration so that you take action. Look, we say it this way. We can teach you, we can do it for you, or we can show you, teach you, or do it for you. I forgot the first one there. So again, we can teach you, show you, or do it for you. And that's what the beauty of this is that these rooms are the little campfire sessions that we have, that we give away the goodies. And a lot of people don't realize that the proof in the pudding, and it is when you pull up to the campfire and stick your marshmallow in and roast it. So that's what I got. Back to you, Mr. Jones.
And so, with that being said, I'm going to ask ChatGPT another 10 ways that you can monetize the metaverse. So, ChatGPT, if you could, please share with me another 10 ways that an entrepreneur can monetize the metaverse.
Absolutely. Here are another 10 ways entrepreneurs can monetize the metaverse. 1. Virtual product design. Offer services to design and create virtual products or avatars for other businesses or individuals, capitalizing on the growing demand for unique digital items. 2. Virtual real estate development. Develop and sell or lease virtual properties and environments, such as virtual office spaces, entertainment venues, or themed worlds. 3. Metaverse marketing. Provide marketing and advertising services within the metaverse, helping brands to promote their products and reach new audiences through virtual campaigns. 4. Educational platforms. Create and monetize virtual learning environments or courses, offering educational content in a more engaging and immersive format. 5. Virtual tourism. Develop virtual travel experiences or tours that allow users to explore and interact with digital recreations of real-world locations or fantastical destinations. 6. Consulting services. Offer expertise in navigating and leveraging the metaverse, providing consulting services to businesses looking to enter or expand their presence in virtual worlds. 7. Virtual goods trading. Set up a marketplace for buying and selling digital assets like NFTs, virtual clothing, or game items. A commission on each transaction. 8. Sponsored content. Partner with brands to create sponsored virtual experiences, events, or content that promote their products while providing value to your audience. 9. Virtual fitness. Develop and monetize virtual fitness programs or classes, offering users interactive and engaging ways to stay fit within the metaverse. 10. In-world services. Provide services such as virtual event planning, avatar customization, or virtual world moderation, helping others enhance their metaverse experiences. These strategies can open up diverse revenue streams and opportunities for entrepreneurs in the rapidly evolving metaverse.
Boom. And so that right there alone, guys, is another 10 examples of how you can monetize, the metaverse. And a lot of those things we're currently doing now and showcasing to people how they can do that. Just the other day, we did a Crystal Bay's book launch in the metaverse, to where she was able to say, hey, instead of me doing my book launch at a Barnes and Nobles or at a local Starbucks, I now can share with people, to come and visit me in metaverse, that people can join from their cell phone, from their laptop, from their iPad, or their VR headsets. And now we don't have to meet on, Clubhouse. We don't have to meet on, LinkedIn. I don't have to do a LinkedIn audio live room. And I really can't interact with people that's just having Zooms as well. Now I can have people come in their 3D avatar. They can have fun dressing themselves up or just jump in. And now I can read my book. I can put up a screen and showcase any video clips or anything that I want people to know about. I can take questions. I can answer questions. And then I can also sell my book in Metaverse, because people can click on a picture in Metaverse and go straight to purchasing my book. That creates a completely different experience, let alone you're not just facilitating yourself to one location or one outlet. Now you're able to do all these things on all these different platforms, especially with us, where, prime example, tomorrow, or should I say Saturday, we're doing Roberta Pacino's podcast. She doesn't know the gadgets and what buttons to press and this, that, and the other, but we sure do. And so she gets to show up, do her podcast, and we're the technical team behind her to be able to put her podcast in the metaverse. To not only is it going to be in Metaverse, but it's going to be broadcasted on all these different outlets. And so you don't have a business if you don't showcase your business, which is why we're sharing with you guys, socializing is monetizing, and a podcast is a great way. An event room is a great way, right? Being able to have an event, a webinar, a masterclass, something for people to know who you are and what you're doing is going to be the wave that you have to be able to showcase yourself, because now it's not just, John or Jim or Jill, it's your next door neighbor and 30 more other people doing the same thing you are doing, and they're trying to get recognition as well. Metaverse, and you can join my metaverse from any actual device and hit this button, and boom, aha, you're able to do all this from your phone. Yes, come and join us. And so, this is what this conversation was all about, was for you guys to open up your horizons, really be able to understand that Metaverse is not just fun and games, and what you've been seeing with Fortnite, what you've been seeing with Sandbox, what you've been seeing with Decentraland, where those are really boxy, they're really pixelated, they really have no functionality. Whereas very Sims-like, right? Whereas in the worlds that we share with you guys, which there's over, I think, 29 million different metaverse worlds, aka websites right now, right? This one that we're in is clear, crisp, and meant for businesses to showcase their business and present their business in a completely different way. And so we can show you, we can teach you, or we can do it for you. So buckle up, buttercups, and hit that button, and let's grow. And so with that being said, go ahead. What you got?
I would just say the biggest thing that Metaverse brings forward is gamified marketing. And gamified marketing is something that we talked about way back in the day about gamification. And that we're moving into a time and era where gamification, why they experience something, whether it's a show or a product or a service or, a piece of art, whatever it is that they're experiencing, there is a gamified portion to it. And that is the understanding of, or what we now understand and what we're now helping others achieve, is to not only understand, but to actually position themselves into a gamified marketing concept to where people are engaged. David's backed up multiple times that we all know the average goldfish has a 8 to 9 second attention. It's only attention span that you have on social media when people scroll is less than 3 now. If you're not getting someone's attention in less than 3 seconds, they have made a judgment or a decision and moved on within that moment. And what I would share is that gamified marketing allows your end user to stay longer. It's actually been noted in research that it's up to 9 minutes. So when we go from 3 to 7 seconds to 9 minutes, because we introduce gamified marketing, which is Metaverse, that is where people then come into play. And it's not just Metaverse, but that is a style and a portion and a way to do your gamified marketing. So let me restate that properly. But yeah, point being is be on the cusp of doing it now before it becomes the everything, and it does not allow you to do and customize. But that's it.
Yeah. So, guys, Miss Denise, are you back to share? Are you here? I saw you come off mic.
Oh, that must have been an accident, but I'm here. Hi.
Hey, girl, what you doing? Talk to us.
I'm actually in the car on my way home, and I said, let me pop in here because I haven't been in here in a while, and everything is going well so far. I'm at the last 2 steps, but of course I'm stuck at the label part. So it's like I can't get nobody to do the labels like I want them done, and I don't know how to do them. I know you sent me some things, but but everything is going well. I'm not currently doing any events. I just want to make sure all the paperwork gets submitted to FDA, and I just be in class on Saturdays.
We love it. We love it. We love it. Well, thank you, Miss Denise, for coming off mic and sharing with us, about your amazing business. If you guys don't know, Miss Denise has the best pickles in the world, hands down, and she's getting her business up and rolling and rocking and rolling, especially with her labels and shipping and everything of that sort. So when we get her finished with her biz in a box, she's not just going to have to worry about, being at one location. She's not going to be in all locations, and then being able to host events in the metaverse, other than packing up the cart, packing up all the product, packing up all of this, worrying about the weather, worrying about the rain, forgot this in the car, sweating our asses off, getting it all set up, and hopefully everybody shows up and all the other stuff, because we know that quite as well, especially when we started out within our wellness business. And this is what we share with you guys. Look, we know. I remember when we very first started, I would go to all of these events to try to showcase, our wellness products, and people really didn't, want to pay too much attention. And then this thing called the pandemic rolled around, and everybody and their mama was all about it and wanted to take better care of their health. And, the events went away. And this really is what thrusted, us into utilizing social media and to understanding that we have to be digital and not rely on being in a physical location, which a lot of these businesses fell and didn't learn from that mistake. And then they didn't restructure how they were currently doing their business, which got them out of business because they didn't want to implement into social media, because they didn't want to expand their business to not being the person that has to do everything, and or networking and finding other solutions. Like the young lady said earlier, it was sold a lie to us that, hey, you got to have 7 income streams of income. And oh my God, 7 different streams of income. Hell no, I won't go. I can only imagine that. And we fell to that mindset as well. We got to have this. We got to have that. We got to have this. We got to have that. We got to have all these streams of income, when in all reality, we're now able to do and focus on one thing. But we have all of these divisions in our business that works on its own because we've set up systems. And that's the part that they didn't mention, was that, yeah, you can have different streams of income, but do you have the systems to have them set in place to where they can work without you, and you don't have to be the breadwinner or the hustler or the grinder on talking about each one of those different topics, where you can set up, AKA a storefront, set up some AI technology to help you with your social media, set up maybe a podcast or an event that you can talk about it, or implement a commercial that then gets it out there even further. And so this is why we share with you guys these things about how we do it. And we highly encourage you guys to go and listen to our brand new season 3 Getting Naked podcast. Ain't nobody naked, right? We're not naked in the metaverse neither. And we all got on clothes, but it's a real, raw, authentic conversation about really being, having a conversation, especially this season, what business owners and entrepreneurs go through and the untold stories. That's what this season is about, is talking and sharing with you guys some of the shit that most people don't talk about that we want to talk about. Denise, you have some of these stories. All of us have. Miss Rhea, I know you got some of these stories. Chris down there, I know you got some of these stories. And so definitely have to kick back, go to Our Biz in a Box right up at the top. You can listen to it in Our Biz in a Box, right? By clicking that play button. You ain't much got to download Spotify, or take it one step further and actually to go watch the actual replay in Metaverse in our brand new Getting Naked studios, that you guys can come and join us on July 5th, right? The day after July 4th, for our next live podcast that we're having, that you guys can come and be a part of. So definitely we encourage you guys to come and learn these things and be a part of our community as we continue to have real, raw, authentic conversations, and no candy coat and shit. And a lot of the times people can't take the real authentic, but yet they say they want the real authentic, but then they wind up and complain when you give them authentic. And this is the conversations that we're going to have and talk about, is the real shit that most people don't talk about. So come and be a part of that amazing conversation.
Absolutely. And that, again, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday is our professional hat. We share value, information, and knowledge about, where we're going, what we're doing within the Web3 space. But our Getting Naked podcast is really about an outlet for us to be able to share as what entrepreneurs and other business owners go through, and what we go through. And so that's the joy of it, polished and professional, and then party in the back, as they say, with a mullet. But we appreciate everybody being here. Does anybody want to jump up here and ask any other questions before we get ready to wrap up this amazing room today, or drop in the chat channel if you have anything you want to add or ask or share with the community? If you guys don't, not a problem. We do not mind. Thank you, Lakshmi, for being here. We greatly appreciate it. She had to bounce out. Thank you so much, Miss Rhea, for jumping in. Thank you, Miss Denise, for jumping in. Thanks, Mike, for being here. While we know you're in the listening lounge, we appreciate you listening in. Thank you so much. Thank you, Dr. Claudia. Thank you, Chris, so much for being here. Chris wants to jump up. I love it. I think that's what you did.
No, I just invited him over if you wanted to talk.
Gotcha. Never mind. I wasn't sure. And then everybody else. So, Mr. Jones, do you have any lovely closing remarks for us as we get ready to wrap this amazing room up?
No, you guys make sure you come and visit us tomorrow for our cryptocurrency adoption. Will traditional money become obsolete in the next 3 years? And then, of course, on Thursday, we want you guys to come and join us for our amazing live podcast in the Hello Plaza in Metaverse that you guys can come and join us and be a part of. And that is going to be a transforming diversity with Carla Hooker, dancing through empowerment. So definitely be a part of that conversation. And as I mentioned, definitely make sure you guys join us for our Getting Naked podcast on July 5th and go listen to our brand new podcast release that was launched last Friday that you guys can listen to in our Biz in a Box, or you can go into the Metaverse and watch it as well.
And I would just share that the cryptocurrency conversation tomorrow is all about value and knowledge and conversation. It is not about anything about advice of where to, buy in or invest or anything. So sometimes people hear cryptocurrency and they're like, "Oh, I'm out. I don't want to be a part of that," because they think that it's going to be
get me to buy something.
They think it's going to be an investment, and that's definitely not. We are not investment peeps of giving advice. We obviously have our own investments, but we are not qualified to give anybody else any investment advice. So what we do share is knowledge and value that we have identified as to understanding strategy and where the lay of the land is going, so that way you can best position yourself for the future that's already here, just like today's conversation. The best way for you to position yourself so that way you are with it instead of against it when it arrives. So with that said, Mr. Jones, anything? Got it. Love,
kindness,
and integrity.
But most importantly,
commitment
and consistency.
And until next time,
toodles.
See you all tomorrow, guys.